Tryna keep it peaceful is a start with me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. in the car with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna drive her in the mission. Guess I see the fans that they wishing on me. Hope I got some dollars that I live in. Ain't gon' tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hold back sometimes I won't. I feel good when I'm alone. Leave me in the studio. Daily self-discovery. Holiday recovery.
There's a lot of bad things. They wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and
What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the vlog. It is Saturday, March 24th. We're hanging out at beautiful UCLA at Drake Stadium here, the track and field. No relation to the singer Drake. Now, you guys are gonna absolutely love the content of this video. Holy shit, are you guys about to blow up your chest if you follow these 5 things. We are gonna get into amazing chest hacks. In fact, if you guys have a lagging chest, just trying to bring up your chest, I want to just give you guys super advanced hacks where if you just do these 5 things that I'm going to lay out in this video, you will see more progress in your chest in 8 weeks than most guys would see in an entire year. So the reason that I wanted to make this video before I start my shredding series is anytime that I've been able to make really fast progress with any aesthetic muscle group, it's because I'm trying new things. Not only does it shock your body into growth because your body is an adaptation machine. You go in the gym and you do the bench press and the incline bench press, then some dumbbell flies. You do that rotation every single chest workout for like 55 chest workouts in a row. You're gonna find that your body starts to get really stubborn and it doesn't grow and adapt to that challenge. That's why professionals and IFBB pros, the training that they do is really intense. It shocks their body into growth. Now, the first chest hack that I'm gonna get into in this video is actually from Jeremy Buendia and his trainer. It's called FST7. It actually stretches the fascial tissue of a muscle, so it's gonna stretch the fascial tissue of your chest. You guys probably don't know what that means, but what it does is it gives your chest exponential potential for growth. So by stretching the fascial tissue with a very special type of training, you're able to give that chest muscle more potential for growth. So we're gonna get into 5 amazing hacks in this video. And before I get right into the content, I wanna play a fun game because we just released Science of Abs 2.0. I wanna give it to one of you guys for free. As you guys know, if you watch this channel for a bit of a long time, I'm a huge NBA basketball fan. So I want you guys to guess in the comments who is my favorite NBA basketball player of all time. So I don't think I've given this away in any videos, so let me know who my favorite basketball player is of all time. It was my childhood hero, my favorite player growing up. Whoever guesses right is going to win instant access to Science of Abs 2.0. So the first step of the blueprint is at the end of your workouts, I want you guys to incorporate one FST7 exercise. Now, FST7 is incredible. It stands for Fascial Stretch Training. The 7 stands for 7 total sets. Now, this is actually what Hani Rambod does with his clients, Jeremy Buendia and Phil Heath. I haven't done it enough in my training. I'm gonna start incorporating this into my training every single workout for every single muscle group, because what it does is it helps you get that really full, you know, when guys are really lean but they also look really full and compact, like obviously the NPC physique guys at the top have that look. Hani Rambod attributes this to FST7 training because stretching the fascial tissue is going to give that muscle greater potential for growth. It's an awesome training concept to incorporate maybe when you start a shred, just shocking your body with something different, maybe get a little bit of growth response even being in a caloric deficit. And I do feel so full, like the pump you get from FST7 is incredible. So what you're going to do here is 7 total sets. Now the key for this is you want to be at or near failure in the 10 to 12 rep range for every single 7 of the sets. So you want to make sure that you're 10 to 12 reps on all these sets. So pick the weight accordingly. Now, very short rest times with this. So the mechanism behind FST7 is only 45-second rest time. So you're doing your set, and then in between sets, what you're gonna do is actually tense and flex and do like isometrics in between your sets. So you see me on the clip right here, I'm doing the pec fly, and then I'm only resting 45 seconds, so it's really good to like use your cell phone and use a timer. And then in between your sets, you're actually tensing and flexing the muscle for at least half the time. So if the rest time is 45 seconds, you want to tense and flex that muscle for at least 20 to 25 seconds between your sets. Now this gets really intense. You're gonna be doing 7 total sets of this. If you guys have never done this before, you guys are in for a real treat. So this is gonna work a lot better with a machine or a shaper movement. So the pec fly, the low cable fly, any type of machine at your gym, it's a little bit more difficult to pull off with, say, the bench press or the dumbbell incline, any type of compound movement. Now, also, another key with this is keeping constant tension on the muscle during the exercise. Do not rest the muscle at the top or bottom of the movement. Constant tension, flexing between sets, short rest time, 7 total sets, 10 to 12 rep range, and that is FST 7.
Hey, she say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my cat and my snowboard. I'm sorry.
So the second part of the blueprint is something that I call pre-fatigue overload. Now, if you guys did not see my last video, it caused quite the ruckus here on the internet. The internet was heavily triggered by me saying that the bench press gives you an ugly chest. Now, that was sort of my title, but what I really meant by this is by only bench pressing, not only is the bench press not the best for chest activation, but you're not really hitting the upper chest optimally on the bench press. Now, if you guys do want to continue to bench press, because I know that for me back in the day, I used to love trying to get stronger on the bench press. I still might bench press just because I like doing compound movements. I like getting stronger on compound movements. But instead of bench pressing at the start of your workout, I want you guys to bench press towards not necessarily the very end of your workout, but at least like have it be the second, third, or fourth exercise. So I call it pre-fatigue overload. So on your major compound movements, go into them with a fatigued chest. Now the reason that nobody does this, and by the way, it is incredible for chest growth and getting stronger, getting past the plateau. Now the reason that nobody does this is because who wants to go in the gym and bench press in front of everybody when they're not at their strongest? I challenge you, if you do want to get stronger on the bench press or any compound chest movement, instead of always doing it at the very start of your workout when you're 100% fresh, try it in the middle of your workout. You guys are going to notice that it's a lot harder. You guys might lose 20, 30, even 40% of your strength, but it's going to shock that chest into growth. And remember, the whole point of these tips is to help you grow aesthetically with your chest. Now, if you're trying to bring up your upper chest, do this on the incline bench press. If you're trying to bring up your mid chest, do it on the regular bench press. I really recommend doing this on actually the dumbbell bench press. I did this on my last chest workout with the dumbbell bench press, and it was incredible. So just for 4 to 8 weeks, instead of bench pressing and doing the incline at the very start of your workout, do it for the 3rd or 4th exercise and then go back to doing it at the start. And I guarantee you guys are gonna get a lot stronger. So the third pillar here to the perfect chest, the sexy pecs blueprint, I think I called it on the title here, is, okay, so you're gonna do FST 7 for your last main exercise, but the very, very last thing that I want you guys to do, or you could choose to do this before you go to bed, like within like maybe an hour before you go to bed, is 100 push-ups. Now, however long it takes you to get there, I noticed when I started making really fast progress with my chest in college, I was doing this at the very end of my workout. So I would smash chest, and then I would actually do 100 push-ups at the end of my chest workout. Now, the reason why this works to actually build the chest muscles is metabolic stress. So metabolic stress is one of the 3 core pillars of muscle growth. We have mechanical overload, metabolic stress, and we have muscle damage. Now, metabolic stress basically means time under tension. Now, the way a lot of you guys train, you're not keeping the chest muscle under tension for the entire time. So by just knocking off push-ups, maximum time under tension, 100 push-ups at the end of your workout or before you go to bed, you're making sure that you're hitting the metabolic stress phase of chest hypertrophy, and it's just a great way to shock the chest into growth. So if you guys haven't seen my results of 100 push-ups every day video, I'll link that in the description below. I actually did 100 push-ups almost every single day for, I believe it was like over a year. And I talked about that in a previous video last summer. But try 100 push-ups, or if you guys want to do an advanced one, you can even do 100 diamond push-ups. You can do 100 decline, incline. Change it up. You don't have to do 100 regular push-ups, whatever part of your chest you're trying to hit. Before I get into the 4th tip, by the way, there are some really funny comments on the last video. I'm going to start sharing the funniest mean comments on the channel because it's just hilarious to me, and I think you guys are going to get a lot of entertainment out of it. It's funny because the video started off, it was like 300 likes, all positive comments from the subscribers, and YouTube starts pushing it out, and all the trolls come in, and all the funny comments, and all the haters start coming in. So one guy said, Why should I take bodybuilding advice from Bradley Cooper's sister? It was something along those lines. I'm gonna screenshot it and show you guys right now. So I don't even know if that's like a diss or a compliment. I mean, I assume Bradley Cooper's sister is pretty attractive, so I'll take it as a compliment. But let's get into the fourth tip here. Now, the way that you guys are training most muscle groups, like I see guys at the gym like doing bicep curls and just kind of like, you know, they'll do the rep and then they'll kind of rest at the bottom, and then like up here there's not much tension on the bicep. I want you to be hyper conscious of keeping the chest activated under tension throughout each exercise. So even if you're doing the bench press, no matter what exercise you're doing, instead of like, the chest is the one muscle group where you're able to really kind of cheat it. So like if you're doing the bench press, how many of you guys kind of like pause up here for 3 or 4 seconds when you're at like 5 or 6 reps and kind of tired? So instead of like pausing down here, pausing, keep that chest under tension. Instead of completely locking out, go slightly before you're about to lock out. And you can apply this to any single exercise like the dumbbell pullover. I'm gonna show you a clip right now of like the pec fly. So like you're doing the pec fly machine, I see so many guys like do this wrong. They're kind of like resting here, then they put it back here and rest for a second, then they rest it here. Keep that chest under tension. Aesthetic bodybuilding, and like I haven't really been into aesthetic bodybuilding up until like the last year, but I'm getting really good at like understanding what keeps the muscle under tension. So get a good gauge of what's actually working that muscle group, because building the muscle like a bodybuilder or an aesthetic bodybuilder would, it's a much different type of training than just trying to like throw around weight. So don't use momentum, keep that muscle under tension. And let's get into number 5. So we're chilling over here by the high jump. So see where they kind of like run here with the big stick and then they go like 40 feet up in the air, actually only 20. So that's actually, then they have like all the pads that land right here. So the last one here that I want to discuss is flexing between sets. Now I know that with FST7 training, you're obviously going to be doing this. Now you can apply this throughout your chest workout. Now, one thing that I really like doing is on the cable fly machine. So the cable fly machine, if you guys have seen my other chest training videos, the outer chest line, the inner chest line, the upper chest line, all these different areas of the chest. And I know I get a lot of shit on these videos because quite simply, most guys just don't understand the anatomy of the chest. You have muscle fibers going in 3 different directions. Now, I recommend flexing between sets the direction that you actually work that. So my camera died when I was at UCLA, so we're gonna wrap up the video in here. Baby Hulk is just taking a little nap. He wants no part of this video. Yup, buddy? Hey, YouTube debut, Baby Hulk. So, just remember guys, you want to tense and flex a muscle between sets the same direction that you're working it. So if you're doing say high to low cable fly, you want to do an isometric tensing downward. And if you're doing say a low to high cable fly or a dumbbell pullover, any upper chest movement, kind of tense and flex doing an isometric pose for the upper chest. You're gonna see incredible progress with this. This is like a pro level chest training program. So I want you guys to do this workout 2 times per week for the next 8 weeks, and I guarantee you will have incredible progress with your chest. So make sure you take a screenshot and take action on that right away. And also, I'm gonna link to all my other chest training videos that I've done on this channel in the last couple months. I know I've covered every single section of the chest, so I'm gonna link to all those as well. Now, a special announcement is Science of Abs 2.0 is 72% off for another 48 hours. So I created Science of Abs 2.0 to be the ultimate shredding program, and many of you guys don't know, but it's actually a program that I created 4 years ago. This is the new and improved edition of it. The original 1.0 version has helped thousands of guys all over the world shred and just burn a ton of body fat and actually sculpt the 6-pack abs using the pre-fatigue mechanism. I'm gonna link to Science of Abs. I don't wanna talk about it too much because I'm about to make a whole shredding series talking about the concepts in it. So I'm gonna link to that in the description below, the first link and also the comment. If you guys are interested in shredding anytime soon, I highly encourage you guys to check it out and take action on it. And my next video, I'm gonna completely change up the content. We're gonna be doing the Science of Abs shredding series. So a complete 60-day shredding series. And it's gonna be really cool. It's a completely different type of content than I've done on the
Troy, you ain't got no gains. You ain't lift no weights.